first. My name is Kenneth Bird. My company is Black Series Edition LLC. Yep, we're up early in the morning because I have an appointment that's very important today. I get a chance to go down and meet with some people that are going to help me get my company in the new direction for me and my customers. Also, too, I'm going to be talking to a gentleman today that's going to help my company build some serious capital, which is going to be needed for us to get to where we need to get to with the technology we have. Whew, man, it's a lot. I'm glad when I was at my sister's place that I utilized the time while I was there, sleeping over there and sleeping on the floor. I slept on the floor while I was over there. Basically getting my paperwork and everything in order for such a thing. Because again, it helps to make sure you have all your ducks in a row, especially when you're branching out. So anyway, with that being said, I'll still have to check LegalZoom. There's a couple of documents I did apply for. I need to make sure my documents legitly went through. I can call them on that. But anyway, it legit went through, or legitly. I don't know how to even say that anyway. But so I'm just getting ready to move forward to our new steps. We're keeping our prices the same as I said before. Nothing's going to actually increase or anything like that whatsoever. I do want to have an extremely affordable technology that everybody can afford. As for the haters, you guys, I'm not entertaining you on that level, and I shouldn't have been entertaining you on that level. Well, I did come out from time to time. I had to come out and back my products up. I can't have people saying bad things about my work, but I'm not going to engage into that anymore. I'm going to have an attorney take care of that because I shouldn't be getting involved in that. I shouldn't be going back and forth, even though, I'm trying to protect my company. I think the professional way to do it is just get an attorney involved and they can have a discussion with the attorney. And I think that pretty much will cut down a lot of the nonsense. As an individuals, we will be bringing to court for copyright infringements, fraud, and just about everything else you can pretty much think of. That is definitely going to follow through with no problem. That's definitely following through. That's what we need to do. Already, like I said before, you're going to have your haters out there that are upset and they're angry and bitter, especially very bitter about the new blessings that we got because they predicted and swore that the company was going to go under, that the company was going to be destroyed, that this was going to happen. I've had multiple predictions from haters telling me the same thing. When I first started my company under Digital One Crystal Screen Paint, I was told by on ABS forums by haters over there that my company wouldn't amount to anything and it wasn't going anywhere. So there's nothing new. I'm used to addressing haters. I've been dealing with haters my entire time since I've been in this business, so that's nothing new. But like I said, these individuals, like I said, endless hatred. But again, like I said, doing the devil's work and trying to come down on a Christian at the end of the day and try to destroy him is not going to go well for you at the end of the day. But we're going to continue to prosper. Our Lord's going to continue to bless our hands, and we're going to continue to have the things that are needed for our company to flourish in the future. So I got some interesting projects coming up with some things we're going to be working on integrating the technology into. Some cool projects, different ways we're going to be applying the screens, and different forms of formulas that we are testing out other than acrylics, because I want to go beyond acrylics. I'm going to go way beyond acrylics. We're going to do something completely different. Can't explain to you the processing, what we're going to be doing, but this capital will help us to be able to reach that goal. Let me see. I usually check the hate mail. Well, we don't get the hate mail. We get some nice people in here too, but hold on for a minute. I'll make sure this is another customer. I gotta go in here and check this out from time to time. Stan is everywhere. Make sure I rank when he wants personals. Yep. Definitely from the haters. We know who it's from. It's always from that one person. Very upset, very angry. Because we made some serious statements yesterday, and I stand by those statements 100%. And I do believe that. And these are statements I will be making offline, online, with the people I'm going to be doing business with, that I feel that all screen paint should be tested. And I'm going to see what regulations, who I got to talk to, who I got to communicate with at the end of the day to find out if there can be a law or some kind of restriction put in place before any screen paint is sold on the market, it has to be tested. I don't see anything wrong with that. So let's see how much money this will take to get done, or who I have to call, or who I have to talk to in order to basically to get this up and going. That all screen paints have to be tested, show that they're tested before they can actually sell them on the market. One of the biggest tests is that's a house paint. Any of these products can match house paint very easy. But yeah, this is just, we know who this is from. We always know who this is from. Same person every day who hits us up. See, you mentioned the storefront. There you go. That's how we know it's him. We mentioned keywords, things we'll talk about, like, storefronts, getting backers, stuff like that, and he repeats everything we literally just say. I can just say something off the top of my head, something has nothing to do with something, and it be something completely false, he will bring it up. Just the haters, just basically upset and angry. But it is what it is. It's interesting because, all that talk about how spreading false rumors about how our technology didn't work and how it didn't function and all those fake reviews on our products. Mind you, if my product didn't work, if it didn't function, I'm a little bit too happy to go into a storefront with a whole bunch of people that are going to be staring at this technology, including the backers, if this stuff didn't work. What kind of equipment would I be using in that kind of environment in order to trick these people, to make them think that this product works? I don't have special powers. I'm not a superhero, and if I was one, I don't think I'd be doing this. I think I'd be doing something completely different. So what would I use to convince a room full of people that the technology that they're staring at on a wall is producing the image that it's producing and not coming up so dark they can't see it? What would I use? I guess that ISO theory would be out the window, wouldn't it? Because that'd be one heck of a freaking setup that I can manipulate actual real time, in real time. So what would be the excuse? I'm curious. How would that even be possible? So if I basically was using some kind of a system to brighten my camera so the images look nice and bright on camera, how am I going to pull this off in real life in front of other people? See, this is what's going to get you in a lot of trouble. It's already got some people in a very lot of trouble. Mind you, we got court dates coming up pretty soon at the end of the year for civil court, for lawsuits. And those lawsuits for civil court involve individuals who took my product and made it look like something that it wasn't. Now, the problem you're going to have here is by the time we hit civil court, my technology will be in a showroom. Even the judge himself can come down and see that technology and see it for itself. So how are you going to get out of that situation? You're not going to get out of that situation. What's going to happen is, the proof is there, showroom is there. There's no way in the world virtually around that. If the technology didn't work, it'll show up in the showroom. It won't pull up. It won't activate. But if it does activate and it does show up, that's a heck of a lot of crap to explain to a judge at the end of the day, how someone spent years or even months slandering our technology, claiming that it didn't work, and here it is working with no problem whatsoever. That's an open and shut lawsuit. So the claim, because of the situation, because we can back this stuff, not only can back this stuff without the showrooms, but this is going to be even more evidence. The claim is now going to $5 million. Not 1 million, 5. We know you don't have the money. We all know you do not have that kind of money. The purpose is to bury you in tons of debt. That's the purpose. To strip everything from you and bury you in tons of debt. And we know you don't have $5 million, virtually impossible. So you have to think about that. If it didn't work, I wouldn't be getting dressed, getting ready, go down to an area with a whole bunch of people and set up shop. And that would be virtually impossible if my screens came out that dark, if images didn't pop up. So, like I said, for those of you who felt the need to do these interesting demonstrations, keep in mind that I will be hiring whatever I need to hire at the end of the day to track down your whereabouts. So that way we can serve you and get you ready for court. Because again, can't go around doing stuff like that at the end of the day. It comes with consequences. Now, as for my customers, well, you get a chance to experience more advanced and better technology because in 2024, we have a couple of new elements that are going to be launching pretty soon. We have a couple of physical screens, and with the backing that I have, I may be able to get a tension screen, which I've been dying to do, to get my own tension screen, my own company's name on it, which is absolutely fantastic. What else are we working on? We got the Cinema Flow we're working on, Legendary 77 with new elements, and we have several blackout call services pre-coded that we're going to be working on, including wallpaper technology. We'll be working on for the website. I do want to, I'm going to delete that crap too while I'm here too, by the way. Let's get this nonsense out of here. This negative nonsense out of here. Well, in the long run, let's put it this way. You won't be going anywhere, and you won't be processing any more paint at the end of the day. And the reason why is because, again, a lot of these individuals are going to have some very legal issues and legal finances that they're going to go through. They're going to hire some attorneys to get through some of this stuff, so it's going to be very expensive. But other than that, they're not going anywhere. And the reason why is because these tests, I said before, these tests need to be done. I don't know who I got to talk to about basically having screen paints tested to make sure they actually do what they're designed to do. But basically having the evidence we already have on people committing fraud on that level of matching house paint, that is more than enough on what we need to basically make sure these rules are set in place so customers are not ripped off in the process. We don't need that at all, period. Untested screen paint products that are pushing the market, and if they're untested, that means they don't have a specification sheet. If they don't have a specification sheet, then that means that the product was never tested. That's the only way you're going to find out what your product can do, unless you have a proper specification sheet. Can't make claims that you don't test your products on. Let me see. I have some demonstrations I just uploaded, and I need to add those to. Now, see, that's the thing about the Black Series collection. That's a Black Series collection. Gotta do what we have here. But I do have the Legendary 77s coming in the wallpaper technology, which is going to be available in 2024. So let me see something here. Well, my menu is huge. This is my menu. My menu is massive. All right, I'm definitely going to do I might do some 3D mapping applications today too, because and I got to call them if the video players are not working correctly. That has to be done right there. Let me see. That's all done. So I'm going to leave it, probably going to be leaving Vistaprint. Not Vistaprint, sorry about that. Wix, because again, involving the copyright infringement lawsuit that we have against a fellow YouTuber who felt the need to use my copyrights without permission. Wix was named as the platform. So I can look at something real quick. Wix was named as the platform that was used for allowing the copyright infringements to continue. And because of that, which I got to print all that information on too. And because of that, they're going to be liable for a lawsuit, definitely a lawsuit against some. Let me see from here. Let me check on something real quick. So, chances are we probably won't be with Wix. I got somebody I talked to who's a website builder. He's going to help us build our website. Ooh, damn. Where are we at on this? I want to see that. I want to go over to my other accounts. Bum, bum, bum. I need to go over to Hotmail. I need to put my other account up here. There we go. So no, we're not going to be going back and forth with all the nonsense and all that. Nope. I need to concentrate on my work. I need to concentrate on what I'm doing. And I need to get me an attorney that specializes in that right there all together. So that way we don't have to get involved in that nonsense. Here we go. My account for this. There we go. Yes. So we're probably not going to be on Wix platform due to the fact, like I said, we have a lawsuit coming. As a matter of fact, I need to contact and call them on a few things coming up for that particular individual. Also, too, my YouTube channel here is nice, but I am going to be changing my YouTube channel. I actually have another one that I actually built that I will be doing a lot of our new demonstrations on for our new technology. So they won't be coming here. Let me see something here. This is the copyright claim we have on Fernando Gonzalez, or Jamie Fernando Gonzalez, for copyright infringement. So I'm going to have to call over there to find out a men's claim. Yeah, I got the men's claim finished. All right, the men's claim, the claim was successfully submitted. So I have to see exactly, we probably have a court date coming up pretty soon, but I have to see when the court date's coming up and what date, because I got to go to court on the 27th for lawsuit about, landlord. Basically, my landlord got me sued with smoke poisoning, so I have to go to the court for that. And then after this, we have to see when they're going to be getting ready to file for the court case for the copyright infringement. So this is for the fellow who basically went in and tampered with our copyrights. At the end of the day, they already filed. I had to do an amendment, which was a pain in the butt, which I learned how to do it now, and that was submitted successfully. Almost lost the case because there were certain key documents that they needed that were missing, and that for that lawsuit. And thank goodness everything worked out. We had an attorney contact us and talk us through everything we need to get through, what we need to submit. And once all that was submitted, those documents were submitted, I finally got my confirmation telling me that all the documents were submitted successfully, and now they're going to start the process of basically getting ready to set up a court date when we go to court and go from there. And then we have several different court dates will be coming up pretty soon for this individual. We have a small claims court. This is small claims, but we have a small claims court for the batch numbers. That's another one coming up. It should be after this one pretty soon. This will be in the summertime, most likely. We have another one coming up for copyright infringements again, but this one will be taken to civil court because we are requesting 5 years jail time, along with the terroristic threats, hate crimes, and what's the other one that came up? It was stalking charges. Those are all going to be all submitted into one case, and that's where they're going to be requesting some jail time, possibly psychiatric evaluation, because a lot of the emails are quite disturbing, including the puppeteers and taking my head off and putting it on little, really weird. So they are going to be requesting that Mr. Fernando does seek some form of psychiatric evaluation, mandatory. But this is the first stage right here. This is my email that has all my documents for court. And this is the one basically where he'll be going to court first for the copyright infringements. After that, all the rest of them will follow through. So he's going to be going to court quite a bit. With the other fellow by the name of, I think, Danny, also Danny. Yes. Also, so we're filing lawsuits against him. A fellow by the name of Matthew, customer. A lawsuit will be filed against him. The fellow calls himself Solid Wake 5, YouTuber. Lawsuit will be also filed against him. Um, so, is there anyone else we got came up on that list? It's just those three, right? Yeah, yep. Just those. Sorry, might have been four. That basic. Solid Wake 5 is actually going to get open and shut. Pretty easy in court. Pretty much a lot of evidence is there. Got him on the live stream. Removing evidence. Lawyer looked over everything. Yes, it's definitely court worthy. Committing fraud, fake receipts. There's actually a image of the copyrighted logo, so it's copyright infringements. It's going to be countersuits when we brought against him. Also using the United States Postal Service to commit a crime, so it's post office fraud also. So he's looking at some serious jail time. He's looking at jail time from the door. There is a 100% chance, the attorneys are saying, that he will not walk out of that courtroom a free man. He will be locked up on the spot because there's just so much going on in that case, where he used like multiple things to commit those crimes. Keep in mind, I have a 3-year now statute of limitations on you, so at the end of this year, I will be seeking in a private investigator to hunt you down, figure out your whereabouts, and get you ready for court. Danny, you used my face multiple times and slandered my company on so many different levels, it's not even funny. We also will be bringing you to court and suing you. I will be taking that home from you and that land from you in the lawsuit, because they do know you have quite a bit. And one of the things they'll do before bringing you to court, they'll also get a financial advisor to go through all your assets and figure out exactly how much we can sue you for. And we can sue you for quite a bit. So you also will be going to court. Funny how this guy, also 2 threats, because in the email he sent us, there was a lot of threats in the email. So there'll also be criminal charges brought up against you also too for terroristic threats. Mr. Matthew, you were being brought up on fraud charges. And yeah, we clearly told you that the product that we have it stated on the website. We do not work with those particular brands of projectors, and you continue to do so. Also, you continue to take the exact same container and spread it among the very famous people that we are filing a lawsuit. They also filing conspiracy charges on you. This could get you definitely jail time from the door. And we do have all your information. You're easy at the end of the day. We have to hire an investigator. You are actually a customer. I have all your transactions, everything right there on the spot, showing that you did purchase the item from us. As for Jamie, we all know, here you are. So he does, see it again. There's your court right there. Submitted successfully as an admin claim. I had to go in and I had to put in information as to where the attorney had contacted us and said, look, your claim is good, but there's certain documents missing, and they walked us through what documents we had to file. So next, after this, is court date after this. Jamie has the worst out of all of them. He has multiple lawsuits. They're being hit with one lawsuit. That's why we're taking them to civil court and we're not taking the small claim. Civil court, we can sue them for $1 million, and there's possible jail time involved in civil court. You can easily turn around and walk around and get handcuffs on you. Easily in civil court. But Jamie has multiple lawsuits coming toward him. Ooh, not gonna be good. Now keep in mind, and the batch number, their batch number lawsuit, that's gonna be open and shut. You signed your name to a package. That's why I sent it to you with signature confirmed, showing that you did sign for the package, you did receive it. You can't say no one else got it. You got it, because your signature is right there. We have it. Saying that the product was defective, you had a batch number attached, which was marked to a date. We also have a customer who came from the exact 5-gallon container. So if everybody else came up with no problem, and they can show that from the PayPal transaction records that no one else filed a complaint against that product and you was the only one, then how is it possible? And the attorneys will grill you on the stand. How is it possible? Sorry, I'm going to small claims, no attorneys. How is it possible that at a 5-gallon container, no one else had any problems, only you? And you have a history of doing this. So again, that's $12,000 right there, on top of the amount of money you're going to owe me on this lawsuit. Third lawsuit, Black Series Edition. You actually use a similarity, which means you actually mimic an image that looks exactly like my product and slandered me with it. We're taking that to civil court, not small claims court. Request for that would be $250,000 and up, and basically requesting 5 years jail time. Next lawsuit, fraud charges. Basically spends back to 6 years, basically showing you multiple video demonstrations of you taking our products, mixing it with black paint, and claiming our products came out too dark to watch. This is also too going to be a couple of $1 million. This will be about $1 million lawsuit and requesting 5 years jail time. Stalking charges, multiple emails of you sending me some of the weirdest, disturbing things you could possibly think of. And not only that, consider the fact there were racial slurs involved in that. There was basic death threats involved in that. And also too, the weird puppeteer, as in pictures of my face on weird objects like turkeys and stuff like that. Pinocchio, stuff like that. Mind you, you're a grown man at the end of the day. My attorney is going to actually argue that you are definitely unfit to be around society, and also too that you're a danger to society and yourself. This is where they're going to ask for mandatory psychiatric evaluation. Do you have any idea how hard it is to get out of one of those? It's extremely hard. You can go in there for 6 months, walk out of it in 3 or 4 years. They can keep you as long as they want. It's up to them. You have to convince the doctor that you're basically okay. And judging by the amount of emails that you sent in and those weird puppets or whatever those things are supposed to be, those memes you sent, you're going to be in there for about a while. Keep in mind, you do have to take medication. Whatever they advise or our attorneys advise that you may have to go through in order to seek help, you've been going through it. So it's not going to be a good year for some people. It's going to be extremely, extremely bad year. Remember, gentlemen, you brought this on yourselves. No one told you to go out and do these dumb things at the end of the day. Solid Wake 5, you are a grown freaking man at the end of the day. What possessed you to go down and do a fake unboxing on my product? You know the outcome of that is pretty bad. That's a serious, serious fraud charge. That definitely got some serious jail time. Danny, I don't even know you. Don't know either you or Solid Wake 5. Never even heard of you guys at all, period. But you decided to jump on Crow's wagon. At the end of the day, look at the situation you got yourself into. You're going to get sued for a lot of money. And not only that, are you going to get sued for a lot of money, but you're going to lose the property and everything you have around you due to the fact that you are a grown man and don't have any common sense whatsoever. What do you think the outcome of that was going to be? You guys don't think when y'all do stuff at the end of the day. This is going to cost you a lot of money. Jamie, man, you're already set to go. When that court date pops up, that's it for you. You're done after that. And then after that, we have proof over and over again showing that you have committed these crimes, including a cease and desist order from an attorney who did contact you, did ask you to contact him. You ignored it. You waived all your rights. And then that's not the end of it, gentlemen. That's not the end of it. The final finale is basically the heavy conspiracy charges that all of you knew each other, that all of you worked together to try to take down my company. And that we will request some serious jail time on top of that. You'll be serving time on top of time. Well, while you're going through that freaking nightmare, I will be building my corporation. I'll be getting ready for my storefronts. I'll be getting ready for new customers. I want to have new online, offline customers, which will be pretty nice. And I'll be moving on to my next level. And you guys are going to be sitting back in serious financial woe and trying to keep yourself out of prison. And attorney fees are going to be extremely expensive for you to try to keep your butts out of jail. That's what your year is going to end up for 2024. Extremely bad. I kind of explained this to you when I was sitting at my sister's place. And I sat there and you guys laughed about it. And I said, hey, 2023 is going to be a bad year for some of y'all. It's not going to go well. And look what's coming up. Now, I've already explained to the people I'm doing business with that I do have individuals online that basically I show them the racial slurs, all that stuff, everything. And if I have a problem or if I have any issues, I can basically use their attorneys to get it taken care of. But I'd rather just pay the money, use my own at the end of the day. I don't like to get other people involved in my business, in that part of that business. I'll do that myself. So, gentlemen, with my backing and new financial capabilities pretty soon to come, I will be hunting you soon for what you have done, and I'll be dragging each one of you in court one by one and prosecuting you. So you know that. And if you feel that I have done anything against you, knock yourself out. Get an attorney, file a lawsuit against me, which I haven't seen yet because I haven't done anything against you at all, period. All I did was go in, make a product, bring it online, and sell it, and basically you came after me over jealousy. You just don't like the fact that I come in, I do my job correctly, I do it right, and I will basically come down on you because you should be doing your job right, because you guys, again, don't test, false specifications, products come up matching house paint at the end of the day, stealing Google images to make your product like something that is not, committing fraud on every level you can possibly think of, and then turn around and act like it never even happened and everybody else is the bad guy. People like you should not be selling products at all, period. Because you're almost as worse as the people who come on Kickstarter and take people's money and sit there and tell them that they're going to get this insane projector when they're just getting a piece of crap at the end of the day. You're just as worse as they are. No wonder you support that nonsense. Other than that, I am not going to be going through the back and forth. If you decide that you want to basically say you have one of my products and you want to say it's this, that, and the other, I'm going to drag your butt in court. That's what's going to happen. Not going to go back and forth. Not going to buy ingredients to test that. I'm not getting involved anymore. I'll get an attorney, get you served, get you in court, and you better be to back your claim up or I'll be filing another lawsuit against you. So go ahead and test me, see what happens. All right, now enough of this right here. Let me see. I got to contact them today because they have some information, and I think we have a court date coming up pretty soon for Jamie Fernando Gonzalez very soon. I'll be seeing you in court. So I know you took this as a joke. Keep in mind, you went in and you said some very nasty things about the CCB, about them being fakes and phonies and how everything I was doing was a lie and this was a lie, and I sent that to them. So now going in, you already have people at the end of the day that dislike you. That's not going to go well. The last thing you want to do is tick off a judge. And that's what you did. Because the reply we got back from the attorney when she said, oh, he thinks we're a joke, does he? Not going to go well for you. All right, well, let me come out of this account right here. This is the account we had to go in and we had to talk to the attorney and we had to file all the information. Wix is a good chance we may not be on Wix anymore, and I do have someone who's going to be building a website for us, customizing the website for us, due to the fact that Wix, one of the questions that were asked in the claim was what platform allowed this to continue, and we stated it was Wix that continued, and we sent in all the documents of our transaction and talks back and forth. I was explaining to them about the individual and why his website needed to be removed, and they refused to do so. So Wix is going to be sued for millions of dollars. Millions of dollars. And guess what? It will never make it to court because they will file in court, and I'll tell you why. First things first, who in their right mind is going to walk into a courtroom and basically admit that they allowed another Wix user to abuse another Wix user by stealing copyrighted material and using it for their own personal use? That's going to look really bad for their company. Nobody will ever do business with them. Why in the world would I take my personal copyrighted material or patent material, anything at the end of the day, and put it on Wix, knowing that someone can come along and just take my information, or my songs, my music, whatever they want, and do whatever they want to do with it. And if I go in and complain to them and say, hey, look, this is violating one of your policies, we need you to remove this account, and they don't do anything, this is going to look pretty bad for them. No one would trust your site. So it'll be open and shut. Good. That'd be nice. I can donate some of that money to charity. All right, well, that's pretty much it. I got to be up. And I got to go down to this facility, check out this place, look at the new work area, stuff like that. And I got to talk to this other fellow who is going to be invested in the company. He loves the black technology. He loves what you can do with it. And we just did a video when I was getting up about the infinity ceiling. Here's right there. I found something really freaking cool to play around with. Look at that. Bumped into that one by accident. That is freaking crazy, isn't it? But yeah, anyway. So he's interested in putting this in a casino. A lot of connections, heavy connections with stores and churches and all that stuff. And they're interested in putting this technology in all different sorts of places. Now, once we hit the first 3 or 4 stores, that's pretty much about it. No one's ever seen black technology before. They got all white screens in there, so that'll be interesting. I just did a video a few minutes ago for a customer who was, and this is the first one I got like that, asked us the difference between our technology and the gray screen, and that's all they need to see. They're sold already on the product. I think that was one of the coolest. Yeah, I like this one right here. I'm going to keep this one right here. I'm looking for a ceiling design actually like it was actually going into the ceiling. But yeah, all those statements about making people think, oh, don't buy his products. It comes up too dark. You can't see it. This, that, and the other. Oh yeah, that is really going to sting for you when you're sitting there watching my technology over and over and over again. You won't be on this YouTube account, except another YouTube account we're working on. Watching my technology pull up and around people and go, oh, wow. And it's going to hurt y'all. So it's going to hurt the naysayers so badly on that one. It really is. But hey, you dug that hole. So, yeah. Then we can have people testify at the end of the day that they were witnesses to seeing that technology activate. Not going to go well for you. Not going to go well. I'm curious, how much can you sue a person in civil court? How much can you sue a person in civil court? What's the cap? Let me see. Civil court. Ooh, I don't think there is a cap in civil court. This is not going to go well for some of y'all at all. We know, in the day, they know you don't have the money. It doesn't make a difference. It's what you did. At the end of the day, is what you have to pay for. You can end up paying millions of dollars. That's why we're going to civil court. We go to small claims court, we only get a certain amount. But anyway, yeah. But as for the customers at all, yeah, new technology, new stuff is going to be coming out. And yes, we know that every time we launch something, these jokers are going to get upset and they're going to be online talking about, oh, this, no, that. Yeah, go ahead and do that if you want. See what happens. My legal team will track you down and we will sue you in court. If you can't show any proof or any purchase of my technology in any way whatsoever that it actually does this, I will bring you to court for slander and sue the daylights out of you. Try me if you want. Just want to give you that heads up. Take it any way you want at the end of the day. I don't care if you buy my product and you sit there and say, hey, well, I don't like it, but that's your opinion. That's freedom of speech. I don't mind that. That's your business. Hey, knock yourself out. But if you turn around and you mix my product with something, you make it seem like something it's not, guarantee you, I'm going to track down your YouTube channel. I don't care who I got to hire at the end of the day. I'll track your IP address, whatever it takes. I'll make sure I'll be at your front door. I'll make sure you'll be slapped with a lawsuit and dragged into court. Play with me if you want. And we're going to use these 4 people as an example what will happen to you when you cross that line. That's why it's going to be bad for these people. We're going to use them as an example. When we get done with them, when they go through court, get done with them in court, I guarantee you'll think twice. Anyone would think twice about touching anything involving our product line. Other than that, for my customers, enjoy the new technologies coming out. Enjoy the technology to come, the one we have right now. And that's pretty much based about it. Now, if you excuse me, I gotta get ready. I got some things I gotta do around the house first. Gonna be out here at 9 o'clock in the morning to get all this stuff assembled, get it done, and get down there and talk to these people so we can get this set up. Just have to bring that in there, man. I can't wait till when these idiots mess up while we got this legal team in place, boy. Because I'm telling you, boy, they're not gonna like we're gonna come to their front door at the end of the day. And people sit there and say, "Oh, that's a threat." That's not a threat. It's a promise. Don't do dumb stuff at the end of the day. It's just basic common sense. Don't do dumb stuff at the end of the day. I love when people do dumb stuff at the end of the day and they want to basically complain about the dumb stuff they did at the end of the day. Go to McDonald's, you eat a hamburger and say, hey, McDonald's hamburger gave you such and so kind of disease. You can't go and say stuff like that at the end of the day without proof. You get sued for stuff like that. So what makes you think you can do that with me at the end of the day? So go ahead and play that game. Go ahead. I got plenty of stupid prizes to give to you. You decide you want to play dumb games at the end of the day. Plenty of stupid prizes. If you think you can hide behind a computer at the end of the day and get, oh, heck no, we can get you at the end of the day. I can basically go over YouTube to the legal department and we can subpoena anything we want at the end of the day and get your information that quick. It's the digital age, people. You can be tracked. Don't do dumb stuff. And you don't have to worry about sitting in court in front of a judge trying to figure exactly how you're going to pay for that nonsense. Simple. Just simple common sense. Some people just don't have it. I'm pretty sure when you walk into a bank, common sense kicks in and goes, you know, if you rob this place, the chances are you're going to get shot in a hail of bullets or you're going to spend the rest of your time in prison. So just go in there, give the man your check, and walk out. That's it. We're all born with basic common sense. Some people just, it eludes them. So if you want to go down that road and take Mr. Bird as a joke, when we start establishing, well, actually even now, and even when I start establishing my legal team, go play, see what happens. Because I don't want to hear the crybaby cries. I hear Karen cries in court to I don't have money, I got to pay for this. They don't care. They don't care. Don't care. Don't care. Don't care. They figure you're adults. You have enough common sense to know the difference between right and wrong. So that's how it works in court. They couldn't dare about your crocodile tears and crying about this and financial woes, and that they do not care. So you know that. You have to pay that money up. Regardless. So don't do dumb stuff. You got an opinion, you don't like it, this, that, and the other, then you don't like it. For me saying, well, you contact these, yeah, because these companies are fake at the end of the day. We contact them directly. Just when I sat there and told you about the JM or Go, whatever projector is trash, and it is a trashy projector. And I sat there and talked to somebody in the room about that projector and got the statement that I can actually use in court against them. If they sit there and say it's 4K, I got a statement from them saying, no, it's only 1080p. Can't sell something that's 4K and say it's 1080p at the same time. It's one or the other. That's misleading people at the end of the day. Because nowhere in the comment sections, nowhere in the Kickstarter, nowhere in the advertisement did they start off by saying, oh, it's a 1080p projector, but it actually turns into 4K. Never made that statement. I'll make sure I'm covered when I walk into court. Yes, sir. Yeah. I got other things to be thinking about. Just want to put that out there because right now I got to think about how I'm going to hook up this place, what projectors I'm going to be using in this place. It won't be no expensive 4Ks. We don't need none of that nonsense in the day. We'll keep it basic, keep it simple, keep where everybody can afford these machines at the end of the day. What kind of technology we put in there? They got a cold glass window in there that we can basically put that invisible technology on. Oh my goodness. That thing is insane. So we can hook up all glass technology on that side over there. And we can advertise the business that basically is funding us right there through the glass for free. Because that brings business back to them and it brings business back to us. On top of that, with and I know those who want to be part of the Sugar Plum Fairy, we hear you out there trying to be us at the end of the day, but sorry, you can't do that because we're only one Sugar Plum Fairy. As we proved, there's only one form of Black Series Edition technology, even though those have tried and failed. But the Sugar Plum Fairy is going to have its own bobblehead dolls, merch, jerseys, all that stuff. And keep in mind, the name is not set in stone. We keep telling you, jokers, at the end of the day, they're dummy labels. You never listen. Never ever listen. Never listen. Just like the Black Series LLC, the one you're seeing right here, we had dummy labels of it. And then people grabbed the dummy label. Oh, we got their labels. We got nobody. These right here, sorry. These are the real labels. We gotta go to the whatchamacallit and pull those up. Where you at? Right here, right there. Bam. Bam. You see those labels right there? Touch one of them. See what happens to you. You'll be getting that same document that popped up on Jamie's email, or that docket number basically from the CCB or civil court, one way or another. That's going to pop up in your email account telling you got to go to court. You're getting sued. Touch one of them labels and see what happens to you. As I noticed, y'all don't touch them, do y'all? That label you see under the Sugar Plum Fairy, they're dummy labels. You guys call your, never mind, forget it. I'm not even going down that road. It's a waste of freaking time for me right now to even entertain you on that level. You'll figure it out. I'm not even gonna bother. No point. But the labels we do put up on the Sugar Plum, or if we decide to use that name or something else, that's a dummy. Just for something for the time being to fill in the space. We got another name for it. We got several names for it. We're thinking about calling it. But those are names we don't bring up to tell you what they are, because those names are possibilities for the copyright labels when they come out. When you see me pull out that little letter that shows you from the United States government, showing it's the copyright, that's the official name, that's the official design for it. What you guys got right now is a dummy label. It's not even a real label. The name is not even set in stone yet. It's just something for the time being. I tell y'all the camera all the time. Anytime you see a label pop up, they're dummies. Till we figure out exactly what we want to do and how we want to design it. So all you're doing is just basically just copying dummy labels we're not even going to use. But as I said before, touch one of these, see what happens to you. I guarantee you won't touch one of these, not one of them. Now, if somebody already did, which we already know who that person is, and now he has a second lawsuit coming up in civil court for copyrights. Okay, how to educate the haters today. I hate educating you guys today. I got better things to do than to tell you stuff that you should already know. Literally, you should already know this stuff. The fact that I have to repeat this stuff to you is kind of really sad. I had a friend of mine like, are they educated? And I was like, I don't think they are, because I literally have to tell them things that they should already know. You do know that when you're driving, right, and that red light comes on, you can't go past that, right? You can't just drive out there. So you know rules at the end of the day. So again, I don't know how you don't pick that up. Let me see right here. I gotta actually change these over here. These labels. I'll get around to doing that right now. Let's see while I'm in here working. Yeah. Probably baffled. Don't even know what the freak a legendary 77 just taking guess. Oh, you gotta be listening. You have no idea. You're so far off. It's not even funny. But try. It'd be hilarious to watch you fail at it. But like I said, I don't got time to go with the back and forth or entertain you, because I know you guys need that entertainment in order to keep you thriving. I know we're done on that. From now on, if you feel the need, because I'm going to be working, I got things I got to do and people I got to meet with and business meetings and all that good stuff, which means I got to go pick me up a couple of nice suits. If you guys, at the end of the day, feel the need that you want to continue to add more to your woes, go ahead and knock yourself out. I'll just file more charges against you, whatever we got to do. I'll file another lawsuit against you. Well, matter of fact, you're already being sued for all that already, so there's no point. You guys are already done and taken care of. For anyone new that decides they want to jump on that bandwagon, yeah, I'm not going to be entertaining you. I'm not going to be having a conversation with you. A lawyer will be contacting you. Oh, yeah. Let me see. What do we need from here? Oh, yeah. I'm going to change the label over to the black ones right there. That's what I want. Change it. Which one is there not changing? This one's not. No, it's not right there. All right. Oh man, that kind of pull. I wonder how much money it costs to get into one of these conventions for these shows for TV, for these projection screens. Man, once we land in there, it is lights out for certified. Now, we screen paint makers, those individuals, we're done with these conversations. You understand? You do not stand on my level. I'm not talking because we have now a change in the company shift. I'm talking about as in technology wise. You do not stand on my level. You cannot match any of my test demonstrations. You don't do certified. You don't do any of the tests that we do. Matter of fact, you're not even tested to begin with. So you are not worth my time. So you can understand this. I'm not going to waste the time to prove it to you by buying all your products and wiping you out, because we've done this dumb nonsense again. Not going down this road, not wasting any more time on dumb videos to do this stuff at the end of the day. I ain't got time for it. My interest is certified and certified only. So, message to certified companies out there, because now I will be on your level pretty soon. And when I reach your level with your capital at the end of the day, we will bump heads sooner or later. I've been dying for so long to be able to go into one of those showrooms and show people what true technology looks like. And that day's gonna happen real soon. Before I leave off this earth, I make sure that's one thing I'm gonna definitely accomplish on this earth while I'm here. You will see me face to face. I can't wait. I cannot wait. I cannot wait to go in there and crush their technology. Just to show them, and they what real technology looks like. I'm so sick and tired of seeing these demonstrations on these expensive projection screens and these poorly lit ambient light environments. How do you guys call yourself ambient light projection technology and you're in these controlled environments over expensive projectors to try to do something that the screen can't do at the end of the day? I'm gonna walk in there. All I need is my Chrissy LW505. That's it, and I can take your stuff out. I don't even need 4K to do it. I can walk on there with just 1080p or 720p and knock your stuff out of the water, because I know I tested your stuff for years. For years, I tested your technology. I'm gonna give you one warning. One thing you do not ever want to do. Never take one of your sample sheets, walk into my booth, and lay it against my screen. I'll wreck your company just like that. That fast, that quick. Imagine a screen that's going to be in there, a technology that's going to be way under the price of your technology. We start at 3,000 to 5,000. We're talking about a screen at probably 120 inch would probably cost my customers about $1,500. And consider the fact that if you take a $5,000 screen, a $3,000 screen, and that thing turns into a white sheet of paper when you hit it, maintains 100% contrast, and can work with a projector that cheap. Because when people walk around their showrooms, you see these really expensive $3,000, $4,000, $5,000 projectors, and we're doing it on an old eBay projector that I paid about $500 for. And the booth is not going to be the same as your booth. My booth is going to be a little different. My booth is going to be extremely well lit because we're used to surviving in those kind of environments. So we don't have to adjust the lighting or put some kind of booth around our screen and fear that the screen's going to wash out. We don't have to worry about any of that. I can stick my screen in the lobby or outside in the hallway and still thrive with no problem because it's what technology is designed to do, while you guys would be in that catered showroom that basically had lights sticking up in the ceiling that you're having issues with. Oh, this is going to be a cakewalk. This is going to be easy cakewalk. Number one, our technology is going to get massive publicity because of our projectors. We're using old projectors. Everybody's going to be using all up-to-date high-end projectors. Number two, our booths are going to be set up to have a ton of ambient light. The screens would never survive in that environment. We already know that from the door. Number three, our technology costs far less than your technology. We win either way. And since I've tested all your products already, just about all of y'all, only one person that didn't get a chance to test against us at Dragonfly, but I'm pretty sure we can take that with no problem. We have black technology, got gunmetal. Well, we'll become the dominant screen in that whole entire area. And that is going to bring us a ton of publicity. As for ABS Forums, you can bite me. Because ABS Forums, every time we introduce new technology to you guys, you basically ban us from the channel because at the end of the day, you feel that our technology doesn't have any weight. Oh, watch us knock out every projection screen you freaking support at the end of the day and then come back, get back with after that. But you guys can bite me because there is nowhere in the world on God's green earth I would ever give you guys the opportunity to have us on your site to begin with after we get done knocking out every certified screen in a showroom. Ooh, this is going to be ripples in the water, buddy. Ripples in the water. I can't wait to see the outcome of this one, man. They're going to have basing just like me on every single level whatsoever. But for the customers, it's a win-win. It's a win-win for the customers because at the end of the day, we get the publicity that we need. They know exactly who we are, and they'll get a chance to meet me face to face. I'm going to be the only African American in there. How many African Americans? Not really. How many African Americans do this? I'm going to be the only African American in there with a screen like that. Dominant technology. Matter of fact, on our booth, I think we're going to do something different. I might do. Can I get 2 booths by any chance? Yeah, I'll probably get 2 or 3 booths because I want to do ceiling and floor technology. I definitely want to do that. I want to do our ad tech transfer technology, transfer images to screens and fully lit environments. And I definitely want to do it. Oh man, I want to do more than that. We got more than that, just one screen. I mean, we got that. We're going to do outside. Can we do outside? One thing I got to consider outside demonstrations. Man, outside demonstrations, well, black screen outside, and the majority of screens we've seen under certified are either silver, white, or light gray. Gee whiz. Yeah, that'd be a nightmare right there for them. I would do that with a 720p projector. Matter of fact, I just use that old beat up Chrissy in there. That's what I would use to crush that. Oh, this is going to be so much fun. I cannot wait. I cannot wait. This is going to be so interesting. Okay, people, I'm excited. I can't wait to get started, get this road going, so we can get a chance to see, to experience, to be able to get a chance to go against the big dogs. And again, as for those individuals, I know you call yourself products the best of the best. You know, who cares? Who even cares? Your stuff don't work anyway. I don't even bother bringing it up. Matt, move on. All right. Let me set space for it. Did I change my labels over? No, I didn't. Let me see. Go over here. Over here. Already in my account complaining. Early in the morning in my account complaining about something. He's in there complaining about storefronts. Oh, who cares, Jen? Who cares? At the end of the day, I mean, go get a storefront then. Put yourself in there. Fully lit environment. Show a Starfield demonstration, which we know you can't do because it doesn't work. My goodness, stop crying. Always crying. Why do y'all cry so much? If you don't like your product, make new product and then turn around and have testing. You're just going to have to test everything. I think that's the part y'all cry so much about. Test your products. That's all you got to do. Let me see. Back to the show. Right there. Can't get mad at me because my stuff is tested. At the end of the day, you got to test your products. Because at the end of the day, I'm going to explain something to you. Nobody is going to back you. Nobody is going to give you a contract. Nobody. You have to show that product works 100%. There's nobody in the right mind is going to sign you to a 10-year, 2-year, 1-year contract. Because if I'm an investor at the end of the day, let's be honest here, and I'm assigning you to a contract, I need to know your stuff is tested. I need to know that some average day Joe ain't gonna walk in there with a great can of paint and match your stuff at the end of the day, because again, I could lose a lot of money in this, including credibility. That I backed you, bragged about you, advertised for you, put you on the map, and somebody came in there with some Home Depot paint and matched your stuff. You know the demonstration that I showed to one of the backers when I showed them? The demonstration that you guys did when you guys trying to make my stuff. That's what I showed them. And these are internet trolls right here who try to make my product. And this is how I handle the situation. I went in and made a better product and put it against my own screen paint and blew it out of the water. That's what they like to see. With that other product, the other fellow, they laughed. They were laughing about that. You guys made jokes of yourself, but you gave us the ability to boost my company, because now we can get a reinsurement. Not only do we not match this stuff, but other people try to make it and failed. Thank you so much for that one. The other fellow who came up, not only did we make the product better, but we blew that out of the water and made 3 different screen paints out of it and leveled those 2 in the process. Thank you. All you did was just boost my sales and my credibility of my product. That's all you did. All right, this one right here is, I'm going to change this one over to my label. That's all you did. I didn't lose any money. I didn't lose any sales, nothing. Now, we put your entire list of how your products are made. Have you gone online? Have you backed any of that? Nope, none of it. None at all. Not a thing. Nothing at all. That doesn't help you at all, period. That shows that anyone can mimic your stuff. There's not just your stuff on there. We got Digital Wood Crystal Screen Paint on there, and we got another fellow on YouTube who basically shows you how to make great screen paint for free. He's right there on YouTube. I didn't see you make his stuff and put nope. Let me see. Is that all? This is on right here, right? Yeah, this one has to be changed over. You gotta back it up, because like I said, no one's gonna sign you to anything. They have to make sure that your product is legit. Same thing like the other fellow talking about making this stuff from scratch. No, can't do that. That gets you in a lot of trouble, because again, if you're saying your stuff is not over the counter, they expect for your stuff to be over the counter, mixed with something at the end of the day that makes it different. But you know how much paint that basically is over the counter? It's a ton of paint over the counter. So if you're talking about you're making a product from scratch, they're gonna ask you from the day. You got a degree in chemistry, all kinds of stuff. You got the facility, licenses, zoning for something like that. You can't put that in there at all, period. That'll get you in a lot of trouble. Can't lie. You're not making it from scratch. You're basically making it from other products. Let me see. All right, that's for there. That's finished. What was it? YouTube. Keep forgetting you gotta put in a projector, literally, because screen paint can literally mean the same screen paint you use for t-shirts. Now see right here, there's a fellow right here, do it yourself, gray screen paint, one right there. That's 1 year ago. I ain't just us. There's another fellow right here. They make their own gray screen paint. There's a fellow right here that makes his own gray screen paint. There's a fellow right here that makes his own gray screen paint. There's a fellow right here that makes his own gray screen. There's so many people who do this at the end of the day. So how can we didn't challenge any of these people? If I type in right now, and I've done it already, black ambient rejection screen paint, you guys said you found that online? No, that's a lie. I already did that one already. I always search online to see if we can find other people who are making black screen paints, so I have something to challenge against. And I don't find anybody. The only fellow I found was the one fellow who had some kind of gray paint with a paintbrush and a bowl. That's the only person I found. So no, you didn't get that online. I do that research myself. I don't really care about doing those researches anymore now, because now I'm actually in that. I don't have to really prove anything because I'm already there. I'm good. But yeah, somebody did it right here. Gray screen paint right here. They did it with bare silver screen. 3 minutes or less. They did bare silver screen. Flat black. Yeah, they did it right here. Did you test any of these people out? Nope. And these guys give away for free. Gee whiz, really? You don't need this to line up for tape? Why did they make it sound so hard? I literally taped out screens without even using that particular measurement. You don't need all that. That's craziness. Like literally, you can if you know how to do a straight line, and they just follow the straight line. I do these all the time. You know, now what he's doing right now, you already had it right there. The minute you hit the screen with the projector, you size up the screen you want, and you run your tape along the screen. That's all you got to do, and peel it off. All this right here, unless you're going to be putting a frame around it. You see right here, look, these are as mixtures right there. 3 ingredients, always go into paint. It's the same thing. You got the Behr 1050 right there. You got the Behr 1050. Behr 1050, flat black paint, and silver. That's it. All screen paints are made this way. Every single gray screen paint is made this way. How much we got time? We're over time already. I'm gonna come back in. We're gonna talk about this. I'm gonna tell you about this. Literally, if he thinks that people gave out his ingredients for free, your product is nothing new. These things are all over YouTube. You can literally make this yourself, the same product. And if you want to, you can just go to any one of these YouTube channels, make the product. I guarantee it matches this stuff easily. Same thing. All right, come back in. I'm going to talk about this right here. I'm going to look up all the different people who made free gray screen paint products and put them on YouTube to show you that this product isn't that special. If he thinks this product is really that special, then all he has to do is just test against this at the end of the day. That's all you got to do. All right, I'm going to be back in, and we're going to talk about the Behr 1050 flat black paint and silver. That's it. That's all it is. And some people put mica in it. That's all you got to do. Only 3 things. Gotta go, and God bless.